What's up? All right, this is video 2 of your 4-video Coachella festival flows. And the second one is called Coachella Crush because if you can have time, if you do have time, these are add-on poses for your morning routine, and they just might, if you have time to do them, give you even more possibility of feeling great all day, getting the spine and the legs and hips ready to stand and move and take on all the dancing you're going to be doing all day, right? So the first posture, I would say, and you can do any of these. If you add on one, great. If you add on all of them, great too. You don't have to do all of them. 1 or 2 is great also. The first one I would highly recommend adding because it's so awesome for resetting your spine to its natural curves and your natural posture. Those curves are necessary for taking on the weight of gravity as you walk around all day, sit, dance, whatever it is you're doing. So highly recommend doing at least the first one as an add-on, and then if you have time, do the other ones too. All right, so you started or you finished the Coachella combo in child's pose here. So just roll forward onto your belly and then flip onto your back. I would also grab a block or pillows or something if you have them. Will also just give you a little extra adductor, firing up those inner thighs. Bend your knees, feet flat on the ground. Squeeze the inner thighs to the block. Press into your inner heels, right? And that'll help you squeeze the block. In the arms, bend your elbows and find these robot arms is what I call them. Like you're spreading your fingers here, push into your elbows. Roll your shoulders up to the ears and back towards the floor. So that creates this opening of the chest, opening your rib cage, open your heart forward, stretch open the chest, and it creates a little arch in the lower back, a little space there like you could slide your hand right under that lumbar spine. That's what we want. Keep that arch, okay? On your inhale, always breathing through all these poses, lift your hips up, inhale. Exhale, just set the tailbone down so it keeps that arch. Do that a few more times. Push in the inner heels, lift, lower just the tailbone, right? And you're breathing the whole time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Press into the elbows and the back of the arms and shoulders the whole time as well. Okay, so that's the add-on I really would highly recommend doing. The next one, baby cobra. So you roll over onto your belly again, and you're all the way down, so different than Sphinx. We call it what's up pup because it's just a little bit smaller. It's not quite as big as the dog, the up dog, right? So it's in between that. Hands under your shoulders, elbows by your side. Really activate your legs. Remember, we're trying to move and wake up muscles in the morning and not stretch so much, right? So lift your kneecaps, activate the legs, push your toenails in the mat. On the inhale, lift your head, your heart, your chest off the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the middle back turn on, and then exhale down. And do that 3 to 5 more times, repeating as much as you like. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Another thing you could do is when you inhale, take your hands off the ground. So then you're really activating those back muscles and then come back down. So difference between baby cobra and full cobra is baby cobra, we're not pushing in the hands, right? My hands are free. They could touch the ground, but they're not pushing, or you can lift them up. All right. So then from there, we can activate, stretch the quads, the hip flexors a little bit, get them ready to walk around. Take your left arm in front of you, and you're just going to reach your right hand back and grab the foot. So kick, once you grab the foot, you could also use a belt here or a strap or something, grabbing the foot. Now, don't just stretch, but kick your foot back. So imagine I'm kicking my foot this way, but the hand's resisting. It's that facilitated stretch where you're activating the same muscle that you're trying to stretch so that you don't overstretch and you more quickly get to a wake up of that muscle and some heat in there, right? So you kick back, pull with the hand, little resistance. Other side, I would do maybe 5 to 10 seconds there, breathing all the time. Again, you reach the left hand back, grab the foot, so same hand, same foot. Kick your foot back while the hand resists. And as you kick the foot back, you're going to feel the front of your hips press more into the floor, right? And that will activate and fire up those hip flexors ready to move, right? Okay, from there, flip over onto your back again. Onto the back. We'll add a little twist here. We already did that thoracic twist on the tabletop, but we can add this one if you have time. So I'm going to give you two options here. Breathe and pay attention to which one feels the best, and then you can choose that one on the day. It doesn't have to be the same one each day. Option one in this twist. Arms go out, back of the shoulders press down. So again, you're opening your ribs and your chest. Draw your knees to your chest this time. Draw your belly to spine, so you're activating core. And then as you exhale, slowly drop the knees towards the floor on the right side. They don't have to hit the floor. Inhale, draw your knees back to center, and exhale to the other side. And you just do that very slowly. It gives you a little massage on your low back as well, but a nice twist in the spine. Option two, if one day that's not feeling right, kind of like we do on the Thai massage, your left leg will go down, right knee to your chest. The right arm stays out in that T shape. Left hand, so opposite hand comes across, grab the thigh, and then draw it across the body into that little bit of a twist. But again, resist here. So outer right thigh pushes up to the ceiling. See this little kick I'm doing out to the side. At the same time, your hands pushing down and resisting. So there's not any movement there, but you're feeling this heat turn on in your outer right hip, your abductor, right? And then you also get the little spinal twist. On the other side, always come out of it the same way you went in. Knee to chest, lower it down. Other side, left knee to chest. Opposite hand comes across. Drag that left knee across the body. Kick up towards the ceiling with your outer left thigh. Pull down with your right hand until you feel that little heat in the hip. And again, you could stay 5 to 10 seconds on each side, always breathing. Come back down. Right, last thing, you may want to have belt or strap or band here, because this is your hamstrings, okay? Bend both of your knees, feet flat on the floor. Then take your right knee up to your chest and wrap that band or belt around the foot. Right knee is still slightly bending. And just draw it forward and back. And that might be enough. You could stop there just by doing that 5 to 10 times, right? Just get a little movement in the hamstring, not trying to hold it and pull it, but it's just like, hey, wake up and feel good. And then the option two, you can add that facilitated stretch. So maybe even do that as a prep. Draw it to where you feel an easy stretch. You feel a little bit of stretch in the back of the hamstring. And then against the resistance of the band, which might not work with a band because it's stretchy, you may need more of a strap. Drag your heel towards your right buttock, right? So I'm not just bending my knee, but I'm trying to bend the knee by dragging my right heel towards the right butt cheek as I pull the right foot towards me. So it's all that at the same time, and then release, right? You could do that a couple times, maybe a few seconds each, always breathing. And then other side, of course, and I would keep this opposite leg bending so that it's not such a strain on the low back, right? There you go. And that's your Coachella Crush. The add-ons, any of those that you can do should help even more. Crush it.